What up, Geeks? Time for another episode of Global Geek Art in Depth. Before we go ahead and get started, make sure go down to that red subscribe button, click it, make it turn gray. Alright? Also, make sure to click that bell icon so you get notifications of when I post new videos. Stop right there. I want to give you guys a quick interjection. Future Brannon here. So I'm going to do something a little differently with the video. Not only are we going to have the entire thing compressed so that you guys have the full podcast as usual, but I'm going to do an extended cut. A little different though. I'm going to take each clip of each and every single one of you who got featured today, and you guys are going to have your own video that's going to be an extended cut where we're just talking about you. Hope you guys enjoy. Back to the video. Then go and find this guy right here, my man Eric, on TikTok at Broken Arted Studios. I guess you can find me too. Eric, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm very, very good.
All right.
Feeling nice and fresh today. Ready to look at some nice art.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know what? Let me go ahead. Let's get our honorable mentions on the screen. So, guys, I want to reiterate what I said last week. I tried to rotate you guys around so not all the same people are getting featured every week. So, if you guys are posting a lot, yeah, you're probably going to get featured. But some weeks I'm probably just going to toss you in the honorable mention so other people have a chance too. If I can't tell a piece is finished, but it looks really good, I'm going to toss it in here as well. So that's where your guys' descriptions come in really, really handy, alright? Man, there actually were some really good pieces, but, you know, I did notice this week, we had a lot of the same people posting a lot of art, and some of our other people have kind of like disappeared. They became just a big old thumbs up on other people's posts, man. You notice that?
I have. And I'm hoping that the community starts to come back in the form of putting out their own art as well. But at least we do have some awesome pieces to look at, so that is good. But we need more. More pieces.
Always want more pieces.
More
exactly.
art.
Yeah, man, I like seeing everybody's art. You know, it takes me forever to work on an art piece. So I like to be able to see other people's stuff every once in a while.
Absolutely.
But, you know, then I see some people where they crank out art like that. It's like, didn't you just do something else yesterday?
I don't know. I feel like myself personally, I have little spurts where I just like sometimes I put out a ton of art in a little amount of time, and other times it takes me forever to do just one or two pieces.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into who our first artist of the week is.
All right, so let's start this off with Shirley Poelwijck. She made this awesome Iron Man piece. Look at this. So this is not on a regular canvas. This is on wood, etched in there, engraved, and then this is painted with acrylic. Do you see how wonderful this is done? Tony Stark looks awesome. The colors are popping, though they are few. I know everyone is familiar with this layout of color pattern here, or style. And I don't know, she knocked it out of the park. This is incredible.
I have to fully agree with you. Like, I know that this, how to put it, image, this reference, you know, gets used a lot. And it never fails to bore me who they put in this style. And she did a fantastic job doing Iron Man, doing Tony Stark. You can really see that engraving really well around the outline of the helmet. I love that. Because it gives that three-dimensional feel, which you sometimes lose on wood, I feel like, because the wood wants to absorb the paint so much. But
right,
like, it's just amazing, you know, because the colors pop so well to me, and it still looks really lifelike, you know, in his face. So I'm in love with it. I really am.
what I like so much about this, just like in comparison to the other ones done in this style, is that usually when this is made, it's typically like a like printed piece or whatever you see. Mm-hmm. And just the fact that this was done like traditionally is really, really impressive. So
I agree.
I love it.
I agree. Shirley, like I said, I've been loving your work, your Jurassic Park stuff, your Dragon Ball stuff. You do really good wood engravings. I love having the different type of medium. So keep up the good work. Let's go ahead. Let's see who's next. And coming back, we have Demi Amuca. Now, what I really love about Demi's pieces is she does these really cool images, but this is the first one we actually get to feature because it's Pokemon. Usually she does like really cool like live images, you know, like animals and stuff like that, which comes off really good with a Pokemon like Eevee, where you have that really good looking fur and that pretty background. Although I gotta say, I'm a little stumped on what the fairy bugs are. I think they were from Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I don't remember.
I think they're Pokemon.
I know they're Pokemon. I just can't remember what they were called.
Is this watercolor?
I don't know.
The tree strokes to our left, looking at Eevee, look kind of marker. I can't quite tell.
Maybe.
Really like the stars, and
yes.
I really like the sky. I just can't tell if that's watercolor or if it's colored pencil or marker.
I want to say it's colored pencil, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. Unfortunately, Demi, you didn't leave us with a description aside from, you know, that it being Eevee. So I do love those eyes. Those eyes are adorable.
They really.
Who our next artist is.
All right, now we got to talk about this Venom piece for a minute. Done by Andrea Houghton. I'm loving it. Really like the style. I gotta say, like, this piece, I thoroughly enjoy.
Dude, I love this piece. Like, I enjoy this so much. Like, the details in it. It's just really enjoyable to look at because, like, yeah, you've got all the spray and all that coming from his neck and all that, but you have these good background lines that make it so that it's not overly complicated. It's still simple. It keeps your focus on Venom.
You know what else is nice about that is, like, you know, Venom, you think Venom, you see Venom, he's dark, you know, and you usually think of, like, being around, like, the nighttime scene and whatnot. This time, you know, you see the nice yellow. It's, like, happy, like, to kind of clash with that anger and, like, you know, craziness of Venom. Or not so much anger, just craziness. But it's almost like he's really enjoying the time that he is having in this piece.
Well,
like,
of course he's enjoying the time he's having in the piece.
It's really, really good. I really like the tongue. Like, I will say, like, that sticks out to me. And I mean, I think that's, like, the focal point of most Venom pieces. Like, they look at the tongue.
Yeah.
And, like...
Well, yeah. Because they always emphasize his tongue so much. But yeah, like I said, or like you said, I'm sorry, where you're like, man, he gave it a bright background. So it really gives you a chance to enjoy looking at his details in him without everything else darkening it so much that you lose a lot of those intricate details. You know, because it gets so dark that you really can't, I guess, see everything as well. You get what I mean?
For sure. Overall, I enjoy it. It's great. Good job, Andrew.
I do too, man. Dude, I love this piece. I enjoy every little bit of it. Keep it up, all right? Let's go ahead. See who's next. All right, you know I got to come at you with my man Karl Davies, but he brought me one of my favorite comic book villains, the Joker.
This right here
mm-hmm.
is superb. I personally love this Joker over pretty much all Jokers, and I know that's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't quite agree with you on that one.
That's fair, but this was done justice. Ha! Get it? Carl, really, really good, dude. I love the style here. It's a little bit different than your normal stuff, which is what I really, really appreciate from you. You're always trying different stuff, and you killed it here, man. Absolutely killed it.
You know, that's the thing I always do enjoy about Carl is because he does digital art, you know, usually people think he's going to come up with the same thing all the time. But he constantly is trying to change things up. He does anime styles. He does like a harder edge style. He does a realistic style, you know, with his WWE and stuff like that. And now he's done this piece where he focused on trying to make this look like a traditional piece of painted art.
And he did a good job with it.
And he did.
Really good.
He nailed exactly what he was going for. You know, I try not to feature him all the time, but it's so hard to ignore his stuff sometimes. It really is.
We can't ignore the raw talent.
You know, when you got it, you got it.
Oh, you got it, Carl.
Like I said, I'm going to be that guy that's, you know, old school. I like the Heath Ledger Joker, you know, best one ever. But
I have a super unpopular list.
Really?
Yeah, I have, when it comes to Joker, like live action, I've got Heath Ledger at number 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
I have this Joker here at number 2, and I have Jack Nicholson's as number 1.
I can see that. As long as it's not that, what's his face from Suicide Squad. That was terrible.
You know, I don't hate on Jared Leto's Joker as much as I hate on the movie. I think given a better look, like what we got from the director's cut of Justice League, and a different scenario where we actually got to see him work, I feel like he could have done a good job. I don't think he would have gotten the best or even second or third best, but like I think he would have done it justice. Like I think he would have done a good job.
I do know that a lot of his scenes were cut from Suicide Squad, which really made him as a Joker fall flat. But you know, like I said, my biggest thing about it was I always believed that the Joker should be hysterical, you know, like the old 90s cartoon Joker, you know, hysterical kind of laugh. And his ha 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 ha, like
this was kind of more like
monotone. I'm like,
This was more like Old Manny, actually. Like, I felt like it was more like, So that's our Jared Leto impersonations for the night. Anyway, Carl, really great job, man.
Yeah,
really good.
Awesome job, man. I love it. Keep it up. So, Jerome Gonzales has got a really interesting piece for us. So, it's a little different from our normal stuff. It's ocean fantasy, which goes along with mythical creatures, and I'd say you can geek out about that. And he's not really happy with this. He thinks it's oversaturated, and he doesn't like how the inking went. But honestly, man, I'm going to tell you, this looks like fire. Like, it's really good. Like, I like the colors. I don't really see any imperfections with it, really.
No, you know, I think it's really good. It is fire, and that's saying something for being in the ocean. Like, that's really good. I do see, Jerome, where you could say where it is a little oversaturated. I don't think it's so much the colors. I think you just need a little bit more white balance, like in the background, to kind of push it into the background, create a little more depth. The colors are there. They're really, really nice. The characters here look great. I love this coral that you have right in the front. The red coral, it reminds me of a human heart that just has a little added in the bottom there. So that's really, really cool. I'd say that's what I focus on when I first look at this piece. I think if you want to get those mermaids to be focused more, you just need to put some like white noise in the background with those dark blues and purples. But seriously, really, really nice. From what I see, it's technically sound as hell. So great job.
Yeah. Well, and here's my thing is, I understand what you're saying there, but I think that there's just so much going on here. There's so much details, which I love. I love the amount of detail in here.
Oh, absolutely.
That, there's just a lot going on in the image itself. There's different things drawing your eyes the entire time. So I don't really notice it as much. But, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at like, man, what's going on with them in this image?
To wrap everything off for the night, we don't just come to you with this sick piece, but we come to you with Earth's most delicious dish ever. Andrea, you killed this. I love this so much. This is one of my favorite scenes from early Dragon Ball Super.
In the background about where it comes from, him bribing Whis, like, I have the most magnificent meal that you've never had. Oh wait, Bulma's taking you everywhere? I've got this. And pulls out some instant ramen. Like, really?
Andrea, I love this so much. I really like Whis' 3 different expressions. Well, they're the same expression, but just the color changes that pop.
Now,
whatever.
I'm trying to look closely here. Is Whis' expression... It is drawn 3 different times.
Yeah, she drew them out 3 different ways.
Okay. Well, see, that's... At first I was like, well, maybe she, did a little photo editing with this one. No, she went and... She's all... I mean, I guess I should have known better. She does all traditional art. Fantastic traditional art, by the way. But, so, okay. So here's some interesting things that I really, really like about this piece. First of all, I love, love, love the fact that she did a different style for coloring Vegeta. She used that old dot coloring technique that you used to see in like the really old comic books and stuff like that, which is super cool. I really love that. But then she came up with these different unique patterns of abstract for the cells behind him.
Yeah, and I really like that too. And those little panels behind him look like old, like early 90s print. And I like that a lot.
Yep.
And then you got the pop art style with Whis, which is sick. I like the orange.
I do too. The orange is the one that kind of draws my attention. I think I like the red Whis, honestly. Obviously the one on top is more of like Whis' actual natural color. But the orange one is the one that my eye keeps going to on the image.
If I had a shirt, I'd want all 3 of them right on the shirt. But if I had to choose just one, it'd be the orange one. I think that'd just be a really popping shirt.
I want the whole image as a shirt.
Yeah, for real.
Right?
For real.
I could see it. I could see it as a t-shirt design. Andrea, I love your piece. You amaze me with all of your art. I know you don't put things out constantly like some people do, but every piece that you do put out is absolute top notch.
Really, really great job, Andrea. But praise Andrea for this absolutely sick piece.
100% has been another amazing week of art. You guys are so awesome. Good job, everybody. I love your pieces. Let's keep it up. Please, all of you, make sure go down, like, and subscribe. I love you guys. I want to see more of you.
And if I could really quick just throw in there, everyone who's getting featured on these, who's watching these videos, make sure you're also sharing. We want everyone to be able to see your art. We want people to be able to see this page, join this community. Like, we need y'all's help. So please, subscribe to this guy, share his videos. Let's keep building this global geek community. Yeah, global geek community. Let's keep building that.
Yes, and if you guys are new to these videos and you have no clue what the global geek community is, go to Facebook, go to Global Geek Art. That's our page. I will always make sure to put a link down in the description below, along with all of my contact details and my TikTok, as well as this guy's TikTok, because we do some funny shit on there as well. Until next time, my man, you got anything else to say?
No, thanks for having me on. Like always, man. It was always good to look at some cool art. Really liked the pieces this week, and I can't wait to do the next video.
All right. Till next time, guys. See ya.